Hi everybody, this is another writing video. In this video, we are going to talk about how to write the second draft of your myth. So the first thing we need to write is the title. Next, we are going to write when and where the myth takes place. Also, you have to write a short description of the character. Example, myth of Lucia Centeno. So remember, you have to create your own myth. You have to create the characters, the place, the problem, the result, and the lesson of your myth. So this is an example. Myth of Lucia Centeno. You can write an introductory phrase like this. A long time ago, comma, a woman with long shiny black hair came to town. In this sentence, you write when and where the myth takes place. When? A long time ago. You write a short description of the character. A woman with long, shiny black hair came to town. Finally, you write the description or the name of the place. Number 2. You have to write introductory phrases in your text to explain the time, the place, the reason, and the way something happened in the myth. So these are some phrases you can use to write your myth. A long time ago. One day. So remember, when you use introductory phrases, you have to put comma after the phrase. A long time ago, comma, and you continue writing. One day, comma, after the bath, this is an action, after the bath, comma, this time, comma. So you can use these phrases. So another important point is that you have to use commas correctly. Use commas in lists. For example, a woman with long, shiny black hair. So when you write a list of characteristics or a list of something, you have to write comma. Next, use commas before or after a dialogue. For example, she told them, comma, the river is kind to you. In this case, this is the dialogue. But you have to write comma before the dialogue. Next, use commas after introductory phrases. For example, a long time ago, comma, there was a man, and you continue writing. So this is an introductory phrase. So let's see. Let's do a review. Write commas in lists. Use commas before or after a dialogue. For example, this. The dialogue is in quotation marks. Use commas after introductory phrases, like this. A long time ago, comma, there was a man. So these are 3 important points. Write the commas correctly. So we are going to start writing the second draft. So in the first draft, I have all my ideas. I have the name of the myth, I have the description of the character, I have the problem, the result, and the lesson. So in the second draft, I'm going to write the same information, but I'm going to add introductory phrases. I'm going to use commas correctly. So let's start. The first thing I need to write is the name of the myth. Myth of Lucia Centeno. Okay. So in this part, I'm going to write an introductory phrase. Let's start. A long time ago, comma, I'm going to put comma. A woman with long, comma, shiny, black hair came to town. Period. Her name was Lucia. Period. I'm going to write another introductory phrase. One day, comma, after an introductory phrase, you have to put comma. One day, comma, she went to the river to take a bath. Period. The river, like in this part, I am writing some actions about the character. Who is the character? Lucia Centeno. The river liked her so much that it flowed into her hair. So now I'm going to write another introductory phrase. After her bath, comma, Lucia combed her hair and the river and all the fish returned to the river bed. Period. So now I'm going to write the problem of the myth. And this is a problem. Some people in the town said mean things to Lucia, comma, So she decided to leave the town. So what is the result? The result is she went to the river to say goodbye, comma. But the river flowed into her hair again, period. When the water, when she tried to comb it out, comma, the river stays, period. The people saw this and were afraid. They, period, they needed the water and the fish to survive, period. They asked to Lucia put the river back. So this is the result or the resolution. So finally, I'm going to write the lesson. She, in this case Lucia, she told them. She told them, comma. I'm going to write comma before a dialogue or before quotation marks. She told them, the river is kind to you, comma, and you should be kind to everyone. You should be kind to everyone. Quotation marks and period. Lucia saw that the people were sorry. So she combed her hair again. This time, comma, this is another introductory phrase. This time, comma, the river and fish returned to the river bed, period. The people were very happy. They played in the river and asked Lucia to play with them, comma, 2. So finally, I wrote the lesson. So don't forget to write introductory phrases like this. you have to write commas correctly. A long time ago, comma. Then, if you write a description, you have to put commas if you write different traits about your character. If you are going to write a dialogue in the myth, you have to write comma before or after the dialogue. For example, she told them, comma, and this is the dialogue. The river is kind to you. So, finally, write the lesson of your myth. So, and this is all for the second draft. Thank you for watching this video.